Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we have a market update looking at the narratives that are starting to move and also some of the latest news across the board, including what we can expect for the month of January, some key dates as you can see on screen here. Make sure you're subscribed if you're brand new here and also drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you like and what you don't like about the video. So Pentoshi posted this, the key dates for January. 12th of Jan, which is Thursday, CPI data for December is released. This is forecasted to be year over year, estimated 6.5% and the core at 5.7%. So Thursday, 1:30 Eastern time, we will get the results of that one. If it comes in too hot, we know Jerome is going to have to be very hawkish. Rates will go up. If it comes in less than expected, I think we will see markets continue to rally, which they have done in the start of this new year. Then we have the 25th and 26th of January, two major earnings reports from Tesla and also Apple. As of late, we've had some negative news around both of these companies, but I think these earnings will be related to periods where it hasn't been as bad. So I'm not too sure about this one. This could go a bit of a coin toss here. Either way, either we get through by the skin of our teeth and things are seen as slightly bullish, or if things go badly here, this could be the next leg down here. January the 26th then, GDP report, and on the February the 1st, we have the FOMC decision on the next major rate hike. Tomorrow, coming up Tuesday, that is Fed Chair Powell speaking over in Stockholm, Sweden. So another chance for Jerome to get up on that microphone and be either a hawk or a dove. We'll see what happens with that one. And then, of course, as we mentioned, January the 12th, we have the CPI data coming in. So even though we are rallying right now, by Thursday time, things could shape up a lot differently. Now, the first piece of news to cover here is quite hilarious in my view around Cardano. So Charles Hoskinson's opening a new hospital and they will accept ADA for payments. So imagine you need a new knee replacement, maybe a new hip. Do you hodl enough ADA in order to be able to afford that? That is the great question. Comment down below. So this hospital will open in February. It's tentatively open at this moment on limited capacity, and it's called Hoskinson's Health and Wellness Clinic, based out in Wyoming. So Charles tweeted this just earlier saying open for business next month, and then we can see the nice tile flooring there for Hoskinson's Health and Wellness Clinic. And what are they going to be doing there? The medical facility focuses on life extension for aging patients, biological food supplements, diets, exercise, and medical treatment, so a wellness center. So if you need some TRT or growth hormone, you know you need some ADA and get yourself over to Wyoming. They have just 10 staff thus far, but they say they're looking to increase the headcount on that. Now this title here is quite funny. Driving ADA adoption. Hoskinson has continued to make moves recently to drive the adoption of the ADA token. In June, the blockchain developer announced the launch of Nessie's Restaurant and Whiskey Lounge in Wyoming, where ADA is accepted as a payment option. Today we see Cardano is up 11%. There is no way on earth ADA went from a 10 billion market cap last night to 11 billion market cap last night just due to the fact they've got a wellness center and a place where you can get some nice whiskey. The news really does lag the TA here. In all fairness though, nice to see that Charles is actually doing some cool stuff, but I don't think this is very helpful for the long-term price trajectory of the ADA token. This is the last 30 days, but that is the picture for the last 12 months. So last night I tweeted this little thread out talking about the narratives that I can see in the market right now, the ones that were really starting to move over the weekend and just before, and the ones that have really taken off or actually, pretty much followed the path that I tweeted out here this morning. So the narratives to have a keen focus on, in my opinion right now, are LSD, the liquid staking derivatives. I've dropped 2 videos in the series so far. Check them out. I'll leave them just above. Just did a deep dive on Lido, the one that is leading the pack here. This is a huge addressable market and one to definitely be looking at. Make sure you're subscribed. I've got the Rocket Pool video coming up very soon. Second narrative is NFTs. NFTs are up massively over the last month or so. They've been building very slowly. And the blue chips in the NFT collections honestly look like they've bottomed already. Bored Apes bottomed like 48 ETH. They're somewhere in the region of like 80 to 100 again. But the big gainers have been the likes of Pudgy Penguins and also the Kangpai Pandas. Those are both looking very good. And with that, we have the potential for movements in the NFT marketplace tokens as well. My eyes are on the likes of X2Y2 for a trading opportunity. And then with that, you have a bit of an echo bubble. Gaming and Metaverse have also been posting big gains. This sector typically moves when the NFTs move as well. The things that I've noticed recently, the Altcoin, which was priced at 420, ironically yesterday. They have the other side second trip coming up in March, so I expect some ape price action, so something that could be tradable across the next few months. And also the Gala token has been up huge as well. More on that in just a second. And the low cap was WASDA here. I'll show you the chart that I was trading last night, caught a nice move on that one. And then finally, the AI narrative, in my opinion, was looking to be fizzling out. ChatGPT launched November 30th. This sparked a huge wave in the movement of prices for AI-based tokens, many of which are historical coins that have been around for years but haven't really done anything. But because ChatGPT is such a big narrative, we've had a real push up here over pretty much a 5-week duration. So let's just jump into each of these narratives. First and foremost, liquid staking governance tokens, or LSDs. These ones are all up massive over the last 24 hours. This weekend, they started to push up against resistances and have broken through now. Now, when we look at the liquid staking governance token market cap, just $2.5 billion. This will, in my opinion, go up by an order of magnitude, at least 25 billion this time next year, I would say. As once the Shanghai upgrade is passed, there is no real barrier to entry for people to stake their Ethereum. If you can stake it, you can easily unstake it, and these LSDs will all do supremely well. So a very hot new narrative, and one you're seeing some major gains across the board. Shout out to Staffy down here, up 64%. This one had a huge move. We just jump into the chart for this. So over the last week, it's gone up quite a bit here, from around 26 cents all the way to a peak around 42 cents. Now, this for me was, in retrospect, quite obvious due to the fact it's the only LSD outside of Lido that is listed on Binance, so it was a low cap and apeable. So that's certainly a bit of fundamental there to add to the notes. Then moving on to the gaming narrative. This one, again, a bit of an echo with the NFTs, but there's quite a few game releases coming up, and there's been some demos shown for some games that look pretty decent to me, to be fair. Top of the list here, we have Altcoin. As I say, around March time is the second trip for other side. There's going to be a lot of hype around this. There's some huge staking APRs for the Altcoin currently, which people say, look, there's too many emissions. This is going to dump down. This coin honestly is super tradable. It always moves massively to the upside and the downside. Definitely worth getting a fresh chart on this one if you're looking to make some trades. And as you can see, if we just do the 24 hours biggest movers, Gala Games is up 72%. So why has Gala gone sub 200 million market cap over to 300 plus million market cap? Well, you have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to thank for this. So released into their Discord was the following. So Gala Games is bringing out Gala Film. On top of this, they've got Gala Music. They're really hitting every single NFT sector related to entertainment that is possible. So as a proxy bet for GameFi and Metaverse, you can't go too far wrong with Gala, except the tokenomics, to be honest with you. But they posted this just earlier. We are developing 2 films with The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, and Mark Wahlberg, 2 absolute huge legends and industry forces. So this will be on Gala Film. Now this is interesting. Not only are they going to get huge amounts of attention for this, NFT-based films, they're talking about QR codes on screen popping up so you can get an NFT for just watching the film. And this could go a lot further. Maybe you see an item that The Rock is wearing, maybe that could be scanned and you can make a purchase, that kind of stuff. So they really are trailblazing here, but it says Gala Film is running on their own blockchain, and Gala, the token, will be the gas token for this. Hence, we've seen a nice pumperoo here for Gala. In terms of that token distribution, however, top 10 holders, almost 50%, top 50 holders, 71%, top 100 holders, 85%. But they have added a load of holders over the last month here. They've gone up roughly from 187,000 to 198,000 holders in just 30 days. So around 10,000 additional members to this community. Hit me up down below if you want to see a deeper dive on Gala. And then on screen you have the WASDA token. This is a gaming application bringing together all the best social features for gamers and partnering with some of the biggest Web3 based games. This one triple bottom. So we have 1, 2, and 3 here. And that was my signal on Sunday evening to get a nice bit of dopamine this morning as I bid this one at around 1.6 cents. And I woke up and it was around 2 cents today, a nice 20% plus move. So as you're seeing, the biggest gaming coins will start to pump, and we'll get the echo movements in the lower cap altcoins as well. So just be aware of what is happening. And then finally, artificial intelligence coins here. In my opinion, they look a little bit overcooked. All the traders that I follow had got into these in December and were looking to sell their bags over the weekend. And what do you know? Over the last 24 hours, a lot of these are now down in the red. And this as a load of these tokens were starting to get a little bit more traction in terms of news through crypto outlets. So a lot of people would have got burned by this. Coming late to the narrative usually leaves you out of pocket. But one thing to highlight with this, the AI market cap, only $381 million. Most of these tokens have been around for a long while now and haven't really done too much, but I think this is a sector of the market we must continue to research. I will 100% be doing so because there will be just a huge amount of interest in AI and crypto going forward. The next cycle, this is probably where you're going to see 100x pluses from new coins that come about, embrace AI, and have a token strapped to them. Whether they fail or not, that is not relevant. It's just about finding them, riding them up, and making some good gains off the back of it. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on January down below. Are we up only this month, or are we going to see some serious headwinds towards the end of the month? Let me know down below, guys. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.